Hello, baby. Once again, welcome to the show. It's an exciting one today. The title of today's show is Spray, Spray, Spray. It's me, Conundrum Clark. I'm here with my good friends from the Tarantula Gang, RANGELO and L'AMONGELO. Hello.
Ew.
Well, hey there, Conundrum.
Hello, my friends. I'm so happy that y'all here today. I appreciate the Tarantula Gang letting y'all out for a little while so you could come and just say hello.
Well, you know, Conundrum, we got to spread the good word in the Tarantula Gang.
Yep.
Well, L'AMONGELO, you're quite loquacious today, and Orangelo, excellent on the hyping of the words that L'AMONGELO was throwing out there.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you see, we come here today because we got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. Before you come in and just try to be all aggressive towards me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Conundrum. Was I coming in hot?
Yeah.
You was coming in hot. It was coming in like straight fire. It was very spicy over there from where I was sitting.
I do apologize. As you know, the Tarantula Gang is anything but rude.
Very sorry.
Yeah, that is. I know my name is Conundrum, but that is the ironic conundrum of the Tarantula Gang is that you guys have such a violent and dangerous sounding name, but y'all are very kind and nice.
Well, what most people don't know is that the tarantula makes great pet. Makes great pet, doesn't it?
It's true.
Makes
true.
Great pet.
Great pet.
Makes great pet.
Great.
It will be loyal.
Yeah.
It will never bite you.
Nope.
No.
And it is just fuzzy. And all things fuzzy, they ain't rude.
They ain't rude, huh?
This is true. Look, because I have two guests today, I want to cover two different topics here on Spray, Spray, Spray. The first topic I would like to discuss is that Orangelo.
Yes.
You're trying to trick me again, though. Orangelo is your other counterpart.
Yeah.
Well, as we are as playful as we are not rude.
This is great. Oh, now Orangelo, I understand that you have mastered the art and recently gotten a position with a company as the sweat taste tester.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Oh yeah.
I love what I work for. It's exciting, and it's just all around great.
Yeah.
Sometimes Rangelo comes home and you can't tell where the work stops and the real Orangelo sweat begins.
Really? Really, Orangelo, what have you noticed about tasting the sweat, and what is it? What does the sweat taste tell you?
It's really just an exquisite flavor, and it tells me, where that person's been, or what they might be doing, and it's just really, it's great,
Yeah, you can tell. Rangelo been telling me you can tell a lot about a person by the way they sweat.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's almost like a crime scene investigator job, but with tasting sweat.
Yeah.
That's right. We asked you for a little sample, and you were kind enough to send it to us.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was.
And Orangelo's going to taste it right here, live on the podcast.
Oh dear, this is a live sweat tasting. Go ahead. Tell me where I've been.
Okay. I'm getting some different tastes.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you've been to the DQ. Did you go to DQ today?
Oh, I did go to the DQ. I love those cherry vanilla blizzards.
Oh yeah, I can taste that. See, and let's see.
Who was Conundrum with? Can you taste who Conundrum was with?
Oh, wait. My soon-to-be ex-wife might be listening to this podcast, so we could just skip that real quick.
Well, as you know, we are never rude, so we will acquiesce to your demands and not tell you a thing.
Now, the sweat, does that have like predictive powers too? Can you taste my future?
Well, I guess I can taste some aspects of it.
Oh,
like just little details. Like I'm
like
almost like a gypsy. Like I can
ooh.
read your future like it's a crystal ball, but in the form of liquid that is sweat.
Like because there's a lot of calcium, and I have like you could tell that I have some heart problems, or
You know,
because my liver not working right, it might be a little bit ammoniac.
right when I tasted it, I could see that. I could see that. You know, but your future seems pretty bright.
Oh, look at that!
That's the first time anybody's ever told me that.
Nobody in the history of the world or the history of Conundrum's relationships ever said anything positive about their future.
That's
No
true,
one
and I
has.
can tell that from the sweat too.
Wow. Thank you, Orangelo. Thank you so much for doing that for me. I greatly appreciate it. That is an acquired taste, an acquired skill, if you will.
Yeah.
That is quite fantastic. I'm quite impressed by that. And just wondering, how did you get this position with this company? What was the name of that company you was working for?
Sweat all the way.
Sweat all the way.
Went all the way. Woo! Spray, spray, spray. Brings you sweat all the way. Hey.
And I actually have a pretty interesting story as to how I got to this position.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
Story, Conundrum.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good story. Just wait till you hear this.
Okay.
I was at the local Piggly Wiggly.
Hold the Piggly Wiggly.
Yep. And I saw this man, and he was there, and I had been, like, trying out some sweat. Like I had already been trying out my own sweat because I was just seeing. And he was like, "Oh, what you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm taste testing this sweat." And he said, "Oh, well, I got a business like that." And I said, "Oh, well, that would be perfect for me." He said, "Okay, you're hired." And that's how I got hired.
You know, if you had given Mom and Dad $1,000, they never would have said that the fact that Orangelo likes to lick his own self would ever lead to a full and quite robust business.
Yeah.
No, I do not believe that anyone would ever say, "Hey, this young person likes to lick themselves and taste their own sweat," and think, "Wow, that's a money-making opportunity."
It was, and I could tell that because of my skills. You know, I could
Your
tell.
sweat tasting skills.
It was a
That's incredible.
Saw their own future through the taste of their own sweat.
Yep.
Man,
Now is that not a success story?
that is great success. I am so impressed by that. So impressed. That is just Orangelo. I'm gonna give you a quick double clap. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's what you get. That is the highest honor here on Spray Spray Spray.
Yeah.
Just a double clap for you. Now, L'AMONGELO, I have left you out of that conversation because you're not a sweat taster.
But I would not have been rude enough to point that out.
No. And I thank you for that. You helped out your fellow member of the Tarantula Gang there through some parts of that conversation, and it was very helpful. I do appreciate that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're welcome.
Okay, there we go. Now, just for a little bit of background, how long have you two, Orangelo and L'AMONGELO, how long have you been acquaintances?
Oh, 15, 16,
Maybe 30.
30 months?
Yep.
15, 16, 30 months. Okay.
Something like that.
So going on 3 years now.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. So y'all have drawn kind of close?
Kind of close. That's
Yep.
right.
That's fantastic. Now, I know the Tarantula Gang is very secretive about a lot of their things.
Super.
Nah,
Super secret.
Secretive. They are not rude, but they can be a bit secretive about some things.
Unless you really push us, and then it seems like it'd be rude not to tell you.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. So I'm going to ask a question. If it's too rude, feel free to let me know that. But before being part of the Tarantula Gang, were your names Orangelo and L'AMONGELO, or were they changed once you joined the Tarantula Gang?
Well, my birth name on my birth certificate, signed and dated by both my mother and my father.
Yes, God rest their souls.
God rest their souls. I did not know you knew they passed away earlier this afternoon.
I did. My press associate that works for me mentioned that information and said, "Do not bring it up, but it's okay if L'AMONGELO brings it up first."
It is. It is quite okay as long as I had brought it up first. Thank you for not being rude.
Oh, no problem.
So my birth certificate said L'AMONGELO, O'Reilly, D'Antone, Michelob.
Wow. So your name was L'AMONGELO.
My first name always been L'AMONGELO.
Wow. How about you, Orangelo? Was your name Orangelo before you joined the Tarantula Gang?
Well, like me, on my birth certificate that my parents wrote, it said Orangelo, Giuseppe, Baxter, Ramirez.
Wow. Both of y'all have four names. That's just incredible. Very coincidental.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the Tarantula Gang is lousy with coincidences.
Yes. You know, on my original birth certificate, my original name was Conundrum Clunk. But I didn't like the sound of that. I just thought, man,
but that is a terrible name.
The clunk part, yeah, just like clunk. So I said, no, I would be Conundrum Clark.
What is this, an Eddie Murphy movie?
I'm sorry?
What is this, an Eddie Murphy movie?
No, that's the clumps.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not the clumps, the clumps.
I don't want to be rude and correct you, but that was just a joke.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry. I've always had a difficult time knowing jokes from the truth. So back to again, this was a two-parter, two guests and two hosts, and well, one host. But I've been gaining a little bit of weight. I'm big enough to be two now.
You look great, Conundrum.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I didn't think they'd be able to make this purple velvet suit in my size, but they sure did.
Great.
It looks so good, and that hat with the 8 feathers in it.
Yep.
Oh, yes, one for every marriage.
I was gonna ask, what is the significance of each of those 8 feathers?
One for every marriage. Yes.
I would have felt rude had I asked that, and you've been forced to answer that.
No, that's okay.
I'd offer that up yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. L'AMONGELO, I do understand. Orangelo has this new position as the sweat taste tester.
Couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I understand that you were recently contacted by the local press because of unusual talent and skill that you had.
Oh, that's right.
It is. Before we get to that, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor right now, Dovic 91's Groove Control Technicians. Is your groove just a little bit off? Have you ever... L'AMONGELO, let me ask you something. Have you ever been like in a groove and then it got thrown off a little bit?
Oh my goodness. If I had a nickel for every time I was in a groove and then something happened in my life, maybe some sort of personal calamity, or something in the news just jarring, and my groove goes, oh, wackadilly.
Oh, wackadilly. How about you, Orangelo? Have you ever had your groove thrown off?
So many times. Just all the time,
That's I do know. Hence the reason. Yeah, I believe it. Hence the reason that Dovic 91 started his own groove control technician company, where they will come out and they will get your groove back under control and get it right into the way that it should be flowing, rather than the outside ways that it is flowing. They will remove any groove breakers and groove busters. They will demolish any groove obstacles that are in your way. So give them a call, Dovic 91 Groove Control Technicians. And when you call them, mention spray for a 10% diagnostic discount.
Rangelo is texting them as we speak.
Oh, Rangelo. Hey, look, Rangelo, just a quick secret. It sounds like your groove has gotten right back on track.
It's true.
There we go. So our second part of spray is again talking to Lamangelo here about his unique ability. His that he was recently featured on the front page of the local newspaper uh, for his efficiency at showering.
Oh, I tell you what. I didn't know I had this talent in me, but one day I was feeling a little stanky,
Mm-hmm.
a little danky,
Mm-hmm.
a little crusty,
Mm-hmm.
a little musty,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's he in?
and I looked at the clock.
Yes.
I ain't got no time to take the shower.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to push on.
Mm-hmm.
But then Orangelo looked at me and said, "Lamangelo, I don't mean to be rude, but and you put in your words,
You need to shower.
you need to shower,
Mm.
no matter what.
Because if you
Mm.
don't clean,
Because if you don't get clean,
it ain't gonna be good.
it ain't gonna be good."
Wow.
Exactly how Orangelo put it.
Yep.
And I thought to myself, well, I am going to meet with the president of the bank today.
Hey, real quick, why was you meeting with the president of the bank?
Oh, it's a Tarantula Gang thing.
Yeah,
I'm
reason-
sorry, we cannot tell you.
Sorry.
That's
can-
okay. Y'all are very secretive. It's okay.
Unless you question us at least 3 times,
Yeah,
and then
3 times.
it would be rude not to answer your question.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I thought there might be an interesting story there, and maybe we'll tackle it later. But I need to hear more about your showering efficiency.
Well, I looked at, I went to we live in a studio apartment that
Mhm.
Orangelo and I share.
Yep.
Yes.
It's basically an efficiency.
Yes.
And the shower is in the kitchen,
Right in this.
right in the center.
That's rather unusual.
And it was also my turn not only to wash the dishes, but to make dinner and take out the garbage.
Wait. No, go ahead.
Okay. So I realized I had to do all those things at once.
Mm-hmm. I ain't doing it.
Well, it wasn't your turn. I mean, we have the Tarantula Gang has a big agenda,
Yeah.
and we have a big calendar that we put up on the
Chore board.
chore board. That's right. We got a big chore board.
A
And we
chore
put it
board.
up, and who takes care of what now? But I had to take care of all those things at once.
Yep.
And I got in there, and I turned on the hot water with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
I washed the dishes with my other hand.
What?
I kicked the garbage that was already in the bag out the window with one foot.
Almost hit my grandma.
Almost hit Arangelo's grandma, but I did not.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, what was the fourth thing I had to do?
You headbutted the. You know what?
What was
I
the
don't
fourth
remember.
chore? What was the fourth chore I had to do?
Was it clean the toilets?
I did have, and with my other foot, I cleaned the toilet, and I did all that so quickly, and managed, because of the movements of my arms and my legs,
Yeah.
I managed to quickly circulate the water and the soap that was already on my body. I like to keep soap on my body at all times,
Yeah.
and so quickly and so efficiently that I was done within a matter of 4 to 8 seconds.
Wait. No, continue. That's all right.
So I got out of the shower. I said, Orangelo.
Yep.
And that's what Orangelo said. I said, you see what I just did?
I sure did, and it was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
It was terrifying to the untrained eye. But now Orangelo is trained to know exactly what's going on when I do it.
I had the most untrained eye.
That's right.
That's why I was horrified.
It's horrifying.
Horrified.
And
I'm just picturing this real quick. It's almost. It sounds like almost like you became like a 4-pronged octopus, so like a quadrupus.
okay, are you familiar with Warner Brothers cartoons?
Somewhat.
Okay, there's a character on there. His name is the Tasmanian Devil.
Yes. Yeah.
And when he gets real worked up, he turns into like a little tornado person.
Is that what you became a tornado inside the middle of your own sour in the middle of your own kitchen?
He idolizes the Tasmanian devil.
Well, I
He
do.
no,
I do and I
lie.
don't. I do
You
and I don't.
You do.
I do and okay, I do.
Well, holy horseradish. Now,
Yeah.
hold on. You mean to tell me that from watching the cartoons on the television, you have mastered how to become a human tornado?
Well, I mean, it's all right there. I mean, if you just pay attention and you look at, like they say, anybody ever held up 3 fingers and said, "Hey, read between the lines."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you need to read between the lines. You need to. It's like jazz. It's the notes they don't play.
Yeah, except physics.
Yeah, except physics and in 2-dimensional cartoon form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if you pay attention to that, then the answers are all right in front of you, my friend.
So not only did you manage to wash your own body in record amount of time, but you managed to accomplish 4 other tasks.
1 for each limb.
1 for each limb. 4 tasks total. That is just incredible. And you did all this by becoming basically a human tornado that just spun around so fast that everything got done in 4 to 8 seconds.
That's right.
True.
Wow. Look, Orangelo, I was very impressed by your cognitive abilities from sweat tasting, but I don't know if there was a competition between these 2 guests today about whose abilities are just more impressive. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, when you do play this recording and hear this excellent interview I'm doing, I would like for you to vote in the comments about which of these incredible skills you believe is the best one. So you can vote O for Orangelo or L for L'AMONGELO, or you can attempt to go ahead and spell their names, because that should be fun too.
It's even fun for me, because half the time I can't spell my own name.
Right, and it would be rude for me to say to vote for me, so I'm going to say vote for my very good friend, Orangelo.
Vote for my very good friend, L'AMONGELO.
Man, the Tarantula Gang. They're the nicest gang I have ever met. Look, I want to thank you both for being here today on Spray. This has been a fantastic time where I've gotten to talk to 2 very intriguing and fascinating people. Did you all have anything else that you'd like to say before we finish up for the afternoon?
Well, Conundrum, it has been a delight, a pleasure, and one of the best moments of my life being on this show with my friend and you.
Well, thank you. That is very not rude.
Yeah. Because we're not rude.
You're not rude. Secretive, but not rude.
That's right. Until pushed, and then we will have to give up our secrets, because not doing so would be rude.
That's our motto.
It's the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again to Orangelo and L'AMONGELO, both from the Tarantula Gang, for being here and discussing their excellent talents on Spray. As always, big shout out to our sponsor for the day, Dovic 91's Groove Control Technicians. They will help you get back into the groove when something has thrown your groove off. And I am Conundrum Clark, formerly Clunk, but now Clark. Thank you so much for being here on Spray. Y'all have a great day.